This weekend was great at the Diamond Nationals. We both won Team Sync together tonight, and I also won women's overall grand, so my 4th diamond ring.
The way we find time to train and do what we can outside of martial arts and still come into the circuit and do as well as we do is, it's a lot of scheduling. It's just like anything that you do with school or anything else that you have outside of martial arts. We right now are kind of training to do stunt work. Acting, anything in the entertainment industry out in North Hollywood, and it's hard, it's tough. It's tough to be able to spread yourself out and focus on training martial arts, especially for the NASCA circuit, because at a national level, it's intense. You're not coming to a local tournament to where you can train maybe a week or two and expect to do really well. You're competing against guys and girls who are training their whole lives and all their time into that, and for us to be able to train and that same aspect, but at the same time try to find time to do something else other than that is tough. But it's just like any other champion in any sport. We don't train to be like everybody else. We train to try and do as well as we can what we have been in the NASCA circuit for years that we've had, and be able to do something like entertainment and stunt work and excel at that as well. And it's tough, but we aren't the types to do anything that's easy. For US Open, the way I was able to come in and train for the tournament was, obviously US Open's our big world, national, international tournament. It's pretty much like our Super Bowl for NASCA, for martial arts. And I was in Pittsburgh filming on a TV show on Nickelodeon, and it was 6-7 days a week training and working, and it was pretty much 14 to 16-hour days. But we trained together so much that when we got together for the short 4 or 5 hours that we did before the tournament, we just know how to work with each other so well that it's just a matter of just getting together for a few minutes and saying, oh yeah, this is what we do. Yeah. So we're both at a level to where we work with each other so much that it's like second nature.
Well, Dallas Lou, he's amazing to begin with. Before we even came along, I mean, the kid had just raw talent, things that you don't see from every normal. I think he was what, maybe 8 when he came up, and he was like, guys, watch this, and did a round-off double full, and we looked at each other and we were like, no way. Then when we started training him, his karate was actually at a high caliber as well as his tricks, so we were like, we're gonna have fun with this kid. It was amazing. His work ethic is very good, actually. We don't train him as much as everyone thinks. People say like 12 hours a week or something. He may get 2 to 3 hours a week with us because we don't live close, so we drive, either or. And yeah, I train him traditional weapons, and he trains him on all his CMX stuff. I mean, we do a little bit of both. Of course, we can watch, and while he was gone for 4 months, I trained him, so we can both do it. But he makes up all his forms primarily. So yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he's a talented kid. He's definitely one of those kids that doesn't come along very often. He has an extreme level of talent. I mean, everybody here is talented as far as who he competes against, male or female. But the difference with him is just like literally, I'll be training with him on his CMX stuff, and I'll try to go out of my way to think of something that I would think is near impossible, and I'll break down as much as I can as far as how it's possible.
Yeah.
And he'll probably get it done, or at least land it in the second try.
Yeah, second or third try, he's on his feet, and we're like,
there. And I've never seen anybody like that. I myself never been like that, and I've worked with a lot of people before and super talented, but with him, he's definitely an exception. I mean, I know from a good fact that sport martial arts has really geared towards entertainment, pretty much almost directly, I feel, because we're trained to be precise on the ball. Our work ethic is supposed to be there. We have one shot and one chance only to land something and do it correctly and perfect, and it's the same way when you transition into film, TV, anything, stunt work. You're trained to be the best. You're in front of camera. You're expected to be on the ball and land everything the first try. And our presence on the stage directly relates to the acting and the stunt work as well in the film industry, because the camera can read emotion more than people think. Just like anybody in the crowd can read emotion from someone performing, we're geared and we're trained to flip a switch and turn from 2 different people, and at the end of the day turn it off and be a different person as well. It's closely related. We're expected to train super hard here, in entertainment, the same thing. You know, that work ethic has to be there, otherwise you're just not going to do as well as you would think that you should. And you know, you can be super talented, but if you don't have that drive, you don't have that work ethic, you're not going to get anywhere. And that applies to both here and the entertainment industry.
So same thing, you know, that Mark's saying. Sport karate, I think, directly relates. You know, I worked with Jackie Chan recently. Saw me on the ESPN taping of the Orlando tournament, and yeah, he obviously saw something when he saw, you know, me up there. He saw me once, my name went by too fast, and he's like, I hope she comes back on. Came back on a second time, and obviously I caught his eye. So I think clearly, just like he said, you know, we train to be the best. Well, same thing, you know, there. You want to be the best stunt man, stunt woman, actress, you know, actor that you can be. So yeah, I mean, I think everything directly relates, because even when we took acting at one point, they were like, have you done this before? And we're like, no, but we're used to performing, we're used to being in front of people. It's not like we're like shy of anything, you know, it's like our lives. So I mean, honestly, I think karate in general, not even competing, has been a huge influence in our lives, just from things we've learned. I mean, I'm so, you know, determined and dedicated to everything, you know, I do. It's not just like karate and then everything else falls off the deep. I mean, everything from school, I mean, now to moving into the industry, I mean, everything. I'm always, you know, at 100%, and I always want to be the best. So I think for sure it's definitely helped and shaped my life.